The Empire, on the eve of its almost greatest victory over the rebellion, did it with a broken space station. Join me today as we print the Death Star 2. See you guys inside. Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. Today's video we are covering the very intricate and honestly really awesome well-designed model of the Death Star 2. I know, been on a Star Wars kick lately, but this model caught my attention because I've had a lot of requests to print a Death Star. Well, I'm not going to print a Death Star. It's a ball. I just couldn't bring myself to print it. But the Death Star 2 was really intricate because of all the side and incompleteness that the station had. Gave it a really interesting design, in my opinion, to actually try to print. And the model maker also made a really awesome stand with the Star Wars logo right on it. So this one stood out as a, yeah, I'll print this because it just looks awesome. The way it's put together, the incomplete construction of it and everything really gave it a really good amount of detail that made this model really cool to work on. And it also presented me a very interesting printing challenge material wise because there's a lot of gaps, there's a lot of jumping, so retraction was key. We didn't want any stringing to happen, especially on these internal parts. So I haven't glued this together yet. So these internal parts, there's two sections here and they're printed laid on their back and each section has to rise, so the nozzle's jumping a bunch, so there was a really bad potential for stringing in this. I have glued the bottom to the base. It's the only way I could get it to stay on the base, but basically this is a 6-piece print that was really well thought out and made. You guys will also see me do a mid-print change of the filament. You'll see one print go from black to gray because, well, I was running out of black, and the gray just kind of stood the black underneath with just some gray primer over the top of it. Gave it a really awesome shadowing effect, and it just made it look pretty awesome. So we'll hop over to Cura and Occult 3D, where this model came from, and we'll tell you the model maker and all that, and we'll show you how to get this guy sliced so you can get a good print. It does eat up material, especially in this piece, because a lot of these lines, even at zero infill, there's still a lot here that it's printing and filling out. So kind of keep that in mind. Then you got pieces like this that are pretty much hollow, missing a bunch, but extremely detailed. I don't have a video of me taking the supports off this. I had to take them off very slow, very gently, a lot of snipping, so I didn't break these outer shell pieces that are just out there in limbo. But the final assembly of this was really well thought out, and they even did the pegs so it would fit together really easily, and show you how it should go together as I butcher this to become the full model that you see in front of us. So we'll hop over to Cura. Like I said, we'll go to Colts, we'll go to Cura. This model I did pay for. It cost me $1.05, but definitely well worth it because this is an awesome model, and I want you guys, if you're interested in printing your own Death Star 2, go out there and patron this guy. He did a really good job developing this model and getting it out there for us. So $1, very cheap for a good model. But before we hop over to that, if you guys enjoy the content you see on this channel, want to see more of this type content or something on the channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Join the crew so that we know we're doing stuff that you guys enjoy, and leave those comments down below of what you're interested in seeing. We got some stuff coming up you can see over here. There's an ODST helmet. I've got the Defiant sitting over here coming up. Just all kinds of different ships that are coming in to the field here, but also we do still do videos with tips, tricks, and all kinds of stuff. Even though I'm only putting out a guaranteed one video a week, you guys may see some YouTube shorts out there, so go check those out as well. So let's hop over to the computer. Let's get this guy sliced. Alright guys, and here's the model on Occult 3D. I love this model. Yes, it's $1. Go support the model maker, because honestly, they deserve it after the way this model looks. And just the ease of print and everything about it, it came out really well. And there's your creator, Designs39. All credit to you. You did an awesome job. Everybody that's watching this video, you know, if you want to print a Death Star, go give this guy the $1. It is worth it. This is a very good model of the Death Star 2, and for all the detail that's with it, very easy to print. So make sure we give this guy everything that you can. If you're interested in it, you know, the link's down in the description down below. But let's get this model sliced. So the first thing we need, Cura. Now, let's start with the bottom. So this is the bottom solid. Let it load in here. And here's how it loads in. I don't recommend printing it this way. What I did, I rotated it like that. Yes, do I have more internal support required, especially right here? It's going to build a support beam to make sure that's supported and the top supported, but it needed. It was easier to print this way long term. And actually, if I remember correctly, if I turn my RAV settings down, I've been working on another project and my settings are turned way up. Ender 3, have fun. This thing is built for an Ender 3. I used the CR10 V2s for it, but easily done on a CR10. So really great detail there for the bottom. So let's clear the build plate. And let's bring in the left inner. This is where the detail comes from. So as you can see, it's in pieces and it's layered, which is really cool how he did this. So basically how it is how you print it. You don't even need infill on this piece. Zero works great because these are pretty much solid. So you're gonna see, it took about, I'd say almost a whole spool to print this thing, but you get a lot for your buck. Here's the other half. Here's where you're going to use a lot of filament, is building all of these up. And it went fantastic for me. I was very impressed by this model. And just the level of detail was worth it. So let's get the upper, or actually let's look at the stand. The stand I was impressed with too. I love the logo, easily printed, well supported, strong. I used 20% infill to make sure I had enough strength in the spire to make sure that worked out well. Let's clear that build plate. Let's get the top shell. And the way it lands is the way I printed it. I didn't play around. I didn't try to turn it into a bowl. I did try doing one of these standing up, and it just fell apart as it printed upward, and tried to come in around the upper curve. It just broke. It was the bottom half that I did that on. So again, really great detail, really smooth looking. It's just a really great model. So print settings. Here you go. Layer height, internal line width. Layer thicknesses. I used Inland PLA Plus, gray and black to do this one. My infill pattern. If you guys are wondering how this stuff is coming up, it's a plugin I'm trying out that actually gives you instructions on all the settings. Let's hop over to install, and that is the settings guide. So really cool. If you have questions about settings, this is a really good plugin to try out. So this is probably going to lock my Cura up, as it usually does. So if you guys are enjoying this, hit that subscribe button, but let's hop over to the printer. Let's see these printed and see the final assembly. See you guys over there. Alright guys, that's the print of the Death Star 2. I hope you enjoyed the close-up, seeing the actual 5 pieces being made for the model. I know right now you're probably hearing some 3D printer in the background. I do have a machine that's kind of having a little bit of problem, and I've got it running, just kind of keeping an eye on it. So I do apologize for that. Again, if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. Go out and find the Model Maker on Cults 3D. Like I said, it's $1.05 for this print. I don't normally pay for a print, but this one I just couldn't pass up, and the price was just right. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Go print one of these on your own. Granted, you saw me doing this on a CR10. I printed this at 100%. I'm pretty sure you can get away with it on an Ender 3. So hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, hit that subscribe button, and happy printing.